to Hee Haw with special guests Jeannie C. Riley, Buddy Allen, and Johnny Lake. And starring Buck Owens and Roy Clark. Archie Campbell, Grandpa Jones, Vanilla Hutton, Junior Sample, Shorty Tapp, Lisa Todd, Don Heron, Barbie Benton, Minnie Pearl, The Hagers, String Beans, Jerry Miles, Little and Phelps, Nashville Edition, Beauregard, Patsy Baker.
The Hee Haw gang is raring to go.
We're ready with a great big brand new show.
Selling your rockers, snuggle on the couch.
Gonna laugh so hard you'll want to say ouch. Right now!
I'm Johnny Bench, and I play for the Cincinnati Reds. And it's my pleasure to be on Hee Haw.
Well, we're delighted to have you, John.
Hooray! Pigs should be man's best friend. They're a heap smarter than a dog, and they go great with eggs in the morning.
Now, here's Roy Clark and the whole Hee Haw gang.
Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodlands, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo's call, while traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball.
She came down from Birmingham one cold December day. As she pulled into the station, you could hear all the people say, "There's a girl from Tennessee, she's long and she's tall. She came down from Birmingham on the Wabash Cannonball."
Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodlands, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo's call, while traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball.
Her eastern states are dandy, so the people always say. From New York to St. Louis and Chicago, by the way. From the hills of Minnesota, where the rippling waters fall, no changes can be taken on the Wabash Cannonball.
Listen to the jingle, the rumble and the roar, as she glides along the woodlands, through the hills and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear that lonesome hobo's call, while traveling through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball.
Lily told me that you told her the secret I told you not to tell her.
But I told her not to tell you I told her.
Oh, well, then don't tell her that I told you that she told me.
Yep, it is right there on his tombstone, Grandpa. Says, "Here lies Clyde Crabtree, attorney and honest man."
Lordy, they buried two men in the same grave.
Well, the town I lived in was so small that the only cab in town was 6 years old before we had the break-in oil change.
Hee Haw salutes Shaw, Minnesota. Population 2.
Salute!
Hey, Johnny, how's your baseball season coming along?
Great. We're unbeaten, untied, and unscored upon. And we play our first game Friday.
Roy, do you know what to do when a girl faints?
Certainly, you stop kissing her right then and there. You cool her.
That girl that Zeke married is about 7 feet tall, and he's only 4 feet tall. I wonder how he kisses her. Somebody probably put him up to it.
Grandpa, do you think I should marry a girl at $45 a week?
Oh, no, son. Wait till she's making more than that.
That boy's so crooked he has to screw his pants on.
I believe I lost the thread of that one.
phoned the weather station this morning and asked them how about a shower tonight.
And?
Well, they said if I needed one, to go ahead and take one.
That makes me mad. And when I get mad, I get mean. I mean meaner than a bohemian orangutan. Hi, friends. I'm the King Kong daddy of the used car sale.
Don't stop beating, just a 2-bar rest.
That Junior sure is a worm sometimes.
All I'll say is I just saw a chicken picking at him.
Doctor, I'm still having these awful headaches every morning.
Well, if I've told you once, I've told you a dozen times. When you get out of bed in the morning, it's feet first.
Howdy, Roy. Hey, Gordon, do you have any 2-watt bulbs?
For what?
Two.
2 what?
That's right.
The best way to get rid of a crowd is to pass the hat.
Well, thank you.
Here's Jeannie C. Riley.
There are the roses, and there are the thorns. There's a time for happiness, and there's a time to mourn. There's a time to love, then when love is faded and worn. Oh, oh. Instead of the roses, there are the thorns. Once there was spring and the flowers were gentle and sweet. I inhaled the goodness of love and my life was complete. I reached for a rose and its petals were crushed by my touch. I loved too hard and the thorns are now hurting too much. Winter comes on with no mercy for those unprepared. Coldness creeps in on a heart that a dead love leaves bare. Loving too much leaves the wreckage like that of a storm. Yes, it does. Instead of the roses, now I am holding the thorns. Roses and thorns, so close together they grow. Gladness and sadness, emotions that everyone knows. When there is one, the other can't be far behind. Oh no, I've held the rose and the stem with thorns is now mine. Roses and thorns, so close together they
Did you hear the one about the lady who said her face was her fortune?
No! What happened?
It ran into a nice little figure.
I've seen all the way up north to Canada. Canada, you know where that is. That's the area that keeps Alaska from being an island.
Buck Owens. Well, a country boy don't perspire and a city girl don't sweat. But any fool can tell you either one will make you wet. Well, I found out the hard way, and I can tell you yet, you'll do one or the other down at Muddy Bottom. Muddy Bottom is the cornfield that my daddy gave to me. It lays along the riverbank back home in Tennessee. The hottest place, the side of where nobody wants to be. Ruddy, cruddy, good old Muddy Bottom. Well, I hankered for the city and all the city lights. myself thinking through the long, hot city nights, I'd be better off way down in Muddy Bottom. Muddy Bottom is the cornfield that my daddy gave to me. It lays along the riverbank back home in Tennessee. The hottest place beside of where nobody wants to be. Ruddy, cruddy, good old Muddy Bottom. And my secret fishing pool. I miss the girls I chased down through the cornfield after school. You may not understand it, but I sure miss my mule, and I wonder why I left that Muddy Bottom. Muddy Bottom is the cornfield that my daddy gave to me. It laid along the riverbank back home in Tennessee. The hottest place to sight of where nobody wants to be. Ruddy, cruddy, good old Muddy Bottom. Ruddy, cruddy, good old Muddy Bottom.
That's really neat.
Charlie Ferguson here with the KORN Weekly Report on the things people do to each other while somebody else is looking. First, we want to play tribute to the Bleeshawker family of Heifer's Mills. What an extinguished family we got whenever they're in our midst. There's young Fulton Bleeshawker, who's out there in Hollywood, California, where the lemons come from, working up to be a movie picture actor. He ain't done it yet, but now he's changed his name to Stark Madden. He should be coming right along. And his younger brother, LeMay, is up to New York City, babbling in art in your Greenwich village, learning to be a painter without doing it by numbers. And we all know that their sister, Ophelia Bleeshawker, has been just plumb literary for years, writing all that poetry and hoping someday for it to be publicated. The only member of the family who's never amounted to much is the oldest boy, Virgil. And I guess Virg hasn't had too much time to be artistical, working the way he does, for it's taken all he could lay his hands on to support all them other Bleeshawkers. Health Inspector Eldon Bridgeworth had our local vagrant, Tunk Withers, brung into court yesterday to have him declared a polluted area. He claims that old Tunk ain't bathed since World War XI. Well, I know that's what it says, but well, I suppose it must be a pornographical error. It's supposed to say old Tunk Withers ain't took a bath since World War I. Anyhow, when the judge asked Eldon to prove his claim about Tunk, he brung in a goat, and when the goat was brought up to the bar, the judge fainted. And then they brought old Tunk Withers up to the bar, and the goat fainted. Huntley Preston has just received information that one of his purebred heifers has become slaughtered en route to Chicago in a train accident over the long-distance telephone. That's how Hunt heard about it. I mean, Hunt figures he can get maybe $500 suing the railway company. He says nothing improves purebred livestock so much as crossing it with a locomotive.
There's a lot of dangerous professions around today. My friend R.B. Malcolm has been a bronc rider all of his life. His wife says he's been thrown more times than the morning paper. Paper! Right here, boy.
Doctor, I dream each night that I'm chased by a handsome man, but I always run too fast and I get away.
What do you want me to do? Give you something to stop your dreaming?
No, give me something to slow me down.
Well, I'm glad you're in, Roy.
Well, Gordy, I've been working for you for quite a while now. How about a little raise?
Well, I gave you a $10 raise last week.
Golly, my wife didn't even tell me.
Here's the Haggers.
Raindrops falling softly at my window seems to be falling just for me. They really seem to fit my way of thinking. They're all I need to make my day complete. I wonder if it's raining back in Georgia. Wish I was there to see it fall. But somehow the rain back there seems softer. But in Georgia, it hardly rains at all. It's full of sweet Georgia sunshine, so good and warm. Sweet Georgia sunshine, how I'm wishing I was home. Left all of my friends down south in Georgia. Came here to start out on my dreams. But these New York City sidewalks won't grow honeysuckle vines, and the buildings leave no room for cedar trees. But I got that sweet Georgia sunshine, so good and warm. Sweet Georgia sunshine, how I'm wishing I was home. Sweet Georgia sunshine, so good and warm. Sweet Georgia sunshine, how I'm wishing I was home.
Johnny, I want to ask you something.
Sure.
Do you ever steal home?
Oh, every Saturday morning about 3 a.m.
There's just one thing you got to remember: a healthy mind or a healthy body. Take your pick. The kids used to say, please tell us a story, but I was too tired when my work was done. I put them to bed and said, wait for Mama. When she gets home, she will tell us both one. Well, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I'd found true love. You met another and you was gone.
Hey, here's some home laid to string. Y'all got a letter today. I've got it right next to my heart. Hard. Here. No, my folks. No. Yeah. Let's see what they say. Say, dear string me.
That's you.
Say, at the quilting party last week, there was an old lady there with one tooth named Elsie. See, I don't know what the name of the other tooth was. Say, poor old Tedley Bleacher was arrested last week for stealing money from the parking meter. He told the judge he'd been bored lately and he thought the change would do him good. So your brother is back in jail for breaking into the general store. See, he only stole a dress for his wife, but he had to change it twice.
It's time once again for the continuing love story, Pauline and Pierre. The heartwarming story that asks the question, how deep is the ocean?
Pierre, my sweetheart ship, my mother is coming to live with us.
I will not have that fat fool in my house.
But Pierre, my mother is a titled lady.
What on earth title does your mother have?
The light heavyweight champion of the world.
Oh, when will the dear lady arrive?
Say, Junior, let me give you a baseball quiz. What do you use cowhide for?
Oh, I know that joke. Cowhide is used to hide a cow.
No, it's used to hide the inside of a baseball.
Is that a fact?
Buddy Allen.
White line fever,
A sickness born down deep within my soul. White line fever. The years keep flying by like the highline pole. The wrinkles in my forehead show the miles I put behind me. They continue to remind me how fast I'm growing old. Yes, I'll die with this fever in my soul. I wonder just what makes a man keep pushing on. What makes me keep singing this old highway song? I've been coast to coast 100 times or more. I ain't found one single place I ain't been before. White line fever, sickness born down deep within my soul. White line fever. The years keep flying by like the highline pole. White line fever. White line fever.
I caught the gorilla with a porcupine.
What'd you get?
I don't know, but he stopped beating his chest.
And now, here's Archie Campbell in the barber shop.
What do you say, Grandpa? String? Junior? Hey, Arch.
Is that this month's paper there, Grandpa? Is that this month's paper? You know, I was eating breakfast this morning and my wife had 4 radios on at the same time.
Lordy, Lordy, I bet that was beautiful.
You never heard such a mess in your life. She does that, though, so she can concentrate while she reads the paper and watches TV while talking on the telephone. One radio was a politician making a speech. Another one was a fellow giving exercises. Another was giving recipes, and the other was a country music station. Now, all 4 of them going at the same time, and I can remember just about what was said on all of them.
Well, would you please lay a portion of that on me at this particular time?
20 years ago, our fathers lay flat on their backs, pour in 2 cups of sugar and stir slowly while Roy Acuff sings a Wabash Cannonball. And I say to you, if I'm elected to this great office, I will bend over and touch the floor with the white of 2 eggs and a cup full of flour on Buck Owens' tall, dark stranger. And let me make this perfectly clear. Spiro Agnew will be running 2 miles each day, adding enough cooking sherry to the mixture to develop whiskey, wine, and wild, wild women.
Your hair needs cutting badly. Archie's the fellow to do it.
Junior, today's my birthday, and you promised you'd give me a birthday kiss. Wouldn't you like that?
Oh, I'd like it fine, but I don't think I can afford it.
It won't cost you anything.
Well, the last time you did that, my body overhead. When that happened, it tended to make me sweat a lot. And when that happened, it tended to wreck the lasket in my store-bought socks. And this is the only last pair I've got that'll stand up on their own, and I can't afford it.
Junior's a true exercise in logic.
Morning, boys.
Hey, Gordy.
How you doing?
The old hen cackled, she cackled in the lawn.
And the next time she cackled in the pot.
Country, everybody is your neighbor. On this one thing you can rely. Yeah, they'll all come to see you and never ever leave you saying, y'all come to see us by and by. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Well, now Ken folks are coming by the dozen, eating everything from soup to hay.
Hey, what do you mean?
And right after dinner, they ain't looking any thinner. You can still hear my grandma say, y'all come, y'all come, y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Y'all come, y'all come, y'all come, y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us when you can. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Y'all come. Oh, you all come to see us now and then.
Hey, Grandpa, what's for supper?
Groundhog cooked not 2 degrees in, corn on the cob that goes down easy, and a fresh brown loaf of whole wheat bread, and plenty of cold milk before going to bed.
Yum, yum!
Minnie, what does etiquette mean?
Etiquette? Well, honey, you've got etiquette when you can learn to yawn with your mouth closed.
Dad, I really like that book you gave me for my birthday. I read it night and day, and I just can't put it down.
That's good, son. How much have you read so far?
Oh, I'm up to page 10 already.
Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
My gal said she'd been asked to get married.
Been asked a dozen times, she sure had.
'Cause the poor boy never knowed that he was a-getting the snow.
'Cause each time she got asked, it was by her dad.
Despair and agony on me. Deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair and agony on me.
Do you play baseball?
Yeah, for Cincinnati Reds.
I guessed
actually joined the Culhanes this week. Junior is practicing his guitar.
That's pretty, Junior. What is it? It's a guitar.
What's the song?
Flight of the Bumblebee. You mind if we sing along with you? No, you'll have to start in the middle, though. I'm halfway through.
1 and a 2 and a 3, and I'm gonna roll.
The family that plays together stays together.
Tune in next week when Lulu says...
Do you know there's a blizzard outside?
I'm a little of it, and I'll see.
Nurse Goodbody.
Yes, Doctor, yes.
I need some information for your personnel file. Now, what was your mother's name before you were born?
But, Doctor, I didn't have a mother before I was born.
Here's Junior's sample.
And now I'd like for you to meet the guitar player over here, John Farley. Harold Dickerson on the mandolin. Cherokee Bob on the big bass. And this five-string banjo man up here, Bill Blaylock. Let it go, fellas. It ain't gonna rain no more, and it ain't gonna rain no more. How the heck can I wash my neck when it ain't gonna rain no more? My girl, she's pretty as a pumpkin seed. Left her at the hog pen, mixing up the feed. It's gonna rain no more, and it ain't gonna rain no more. How the heck can I wash my neck when it ain't gonna rain no more? My girl, she's pretty as a spud, but her toes are spread apart from walking in the mud. Ain't gonna rain no more, and it ain't gonna rain no more. How the heck can I wash my neck when it ain't gonna rain no more? Peanut sitting on the railroad track is hard all a flutter. Along come train around a bend, doot doot. Peanut butter, well, it ain't no more. Watch my neck, it ain't gonna rain no more.
I asked Grandpa Jones the other day to loan me $10. He said he didn't have it 8. I said, I'll trust you for the other 2.
Here's Buck and Roy and picking and grinning.
I'm a picking, and I'm a grinning.
You mean, in all the years you've been divorced, you never missed an alimony payment?
Heck no, I'm afraid if I get behind in my payments, my wife may try to repossess me. You don't think a man can afford to live on the moon, huh?
Heck no, why land is sky high up there.
Wrong.
Hey, what do you mean that your savings account is conceited?
Well, my bank got stuck up.
Let's sing one. Are you ready?
Yes, I'll ever be.
Going up quickly, gonna run, going up quickly to have a little fun, going up quickly, going on a whirl, going up quickly, see my girl. Hey, Roy, what happens to girls who wear long dresses and tennis shoes?
I don't know, Buck. What does happen to girls who wear long dresses and tennis shoes?
Nothing.
Mighty simple to milk a cow.
Sure it is. Any jerk can do it.
I've been in misery all week.
Really? Why?
Oh, I was vaccinated last week in a very painful place.
Where?
In Knoxville.
Tell me all you know about baseball.
You better watch yourself.
What about the pennant race? Double header. Texas League final. San Francisco Giants. I believe they struck a snag there. Louisiana Slugger. Minneapolis Twilight. William. 7-inch scratch. Double Playboy. Double Playboy. Brunette out. Bonded out. Bounded out.
He kind of grows on you, don't he?
Louisiana Slugger. Mini Pearl Twins. Mini Poodle Twins. Mini out.
Some days it don't pay to get up.
When he folks ain't nothing bad.
Here's Roy Clark.
When I noticed her the first time, I was outside running barefoot in the rain. She lived in the house next door. Her nose was pressed against the window pane. And when I looked at her, she smiled and showed a place where 2 teeth used to be. Then I heard her ask her mom if she could come outside and play with me. Soon the days of sand and shovels gave way to the mysteries of life. And I noticed she had changed, and I looked at her through different eyes. We became as one and knew a love without beginning or an end. Every day I lived with her was like a new day dawning once again. And I've loved her since. Every doll was Shirley Temple, and Soda Pop was still a nickel. Jam was on her fingertips. Milk was circled on her lips. After many years, our love grew silent, and at night I heard her cry. And when she left me in the fall, I knew that it would be our last goodbye. I was man enough to give her everything she needed for a while. But in searching for a perfect love, I found that I could not give her a child. quiet life and is the mother of a little girl. And every time I pass her house, my thoughts go back into another world. Because I see her little girl, her nose is pressed against the window pane. She thinks I'm a lonely man who wants to come inside out of the rain. And I've loved her since every doll was Shirley Temple, and Soda Pop was still a nickel. Jam was on her fingertips. Milk was circled on her lips.
When it comes to stopping a man's circulation, the best tourniquet of all is a wedding band.
Here's Jeannie C. Riley.
I've got a lot of memories to last me the rest of my life. So if you don't want to love me, baby, that'll be all right. I'm gonna take all the loving that I have for you. Gonna take all the loneliness, sit right down with the blues. I'm gonna give myself a party and serve old memories. Give myself a party, think of how it used to be. Remember all the happiness that we once knew. I'm gonna give myself a party, just me and the blues. A few of your love letters, a photograph or two, a gift you gave on my birthday with words of I love you. There's lots of things to think about when you're happy, feeling blue. So I'm gonna take all the loneliness, sit right down with the blues. I'm gonna give myself a party and serve old memories. Give myself a party, think of how it used to be. Remember all the happiness that we once knew. I'm gonna give myself a party, just me and the blues. I'm gonna give myself a party, just me and the blues.
Hee Haw salutes Hobgood, North Carolina. Population 530.
Boy, that was some junky old car Junior sold you.
I'll say it was. The only part of it that don't make a noise is the horn.
Charlie, I hear they're adding a brand new wing to the hospital.
Well, I don't care, Barbie. They're still never going to get it off the ground.
Grandpa, do your teeth chatter on a cold night?
Well, I don't know. We don't sleep together.
When you're hot, you're hot.
Roy,
You what, you...
If the squirrels knowed these nuts was here, they'd put them away for the winter.
Hey, Junior, where do you like to fish best?
Under bridge when it's raining, the fish keep crowding under there to keep from getting wet.
I agree with the youthful philosophy. Make love, not war. The bomb is lethal and must be cast away. But the flower will always be your friend.
Wrong again.
Did you hear about the chorus girl who wanted to play strip poker?
No! What happened?
She put on her clothes and began.
Gordy, there's one thing I can say about my wife. She's years ahead of her time.
How do you figure that, Arch?
She's already spent my paycheck up to 1980.
Buckhorns and Buddy Allen.
Too old, he's too old to cut mustard anymore. Well, when I was young, I was full of pep. I could get around, I didn't need no help. Since I'm old and I'm getting gray, the people all look at me and say, too old, he's too old to cut mustard anymore. But he's getting too old, he's done got too old. He's too old to cut mustard anymore. Singer, buddy. I used to jump just like a deer. Now I need a new landing gear. I used to could jump a picket fence, but now I'm lucky if I'm jumping in. Too old, he's too old to cut the mustard anymore. But he's getting too old. Buck's done got too old. He's too old to cut the mustard anymore. Young man there, if you would, please. When I was young, I had an automobile. Scooped myself right under the wheel. Had to fight the girls off with a stick. But now they say he makes me sick. Too old, he's too old to cut the mustard anymore. But he's getting too old. Buck's done got too old. He's too old to cut the mustard anymore. But he's too old to cut the mustard anymore.
I'm sorry you want to leave, Jim. Are the wages too small?
No, it's not that, Gordy. It's just that I have a guilty feeling.
About what?
I feel like I'm doing a horse out of a job.
We love the time we spend with you, to share a song and a laugh or two. May your pleasures be many, your troubles be few.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week on Hee